Right. This video is going to come across just a tad elitist, almost a bit sort of gatekeepy, and almost like I'm just being cruel for no reason. However, I cannot be the only person that has come across this and thinks this. Maybe some of us are just sat here in stunned silence. However, it took me 83 attempts today to do Legendary Capital through matchmaking. 83 attempts. This is attempt actual 84 where I got Octavarium, good friend from LFN, Stella, he is the meta, and we were joined by one of our bro squad fans. I'm assuming he's joined through my either Rise's stream or my YouTube channel. Pumper? I can't quite. Yeah. And we got through the Legendary really friggin' easy. But during my 83 attempts, I only managed to get one clear. So, 83 tries, one complete, 82 fails of restarts, rage quitting, having to call a break and go get a coffee. But after like attempt 10, 15, I was like, you know what, I've never struggled like this before. What is going on? So I started inspecting people's builds. Now, I'm not going to name these people just because I don't know what's going on. They may have very limited time to play. I've got all the time in the world to play at the moment, so this is what I do. When I get back into working full time, I will have limited time to play. However, some of these builds really caught my attention, and not in a good way. I wish to remind you that this is Legendary, okay? 4-piece Badger Tough, Gila Guard, Coyote's Mask. All roles are armor regen and health. Like, they legitimately recalibrated to put health on. This person was actually also SHD like 5,000 and something. It's not like they were a new player. Okay, if this was like SHD 200, wouldn't bat an eyelid. But due to the fact that they've also optimized and put expertise points into this, like, this is a fully maxed out build. Every role was maxed out. Why are you bringing this to Legendary? This doesn't help anyone. Like, half of my time was literally spent picking this guy up. And then eventually I just left. I was like, I can't deal with this. This is just horrible. But don't worry, it gets worse. Because I can kind of forgive this if you were like, I don't know, farming expertise. Having more than one piece of the same type, Badger Tough for example, does increase your expertise rate. I can get behind that. I don't mind that. Just don't bring it to Legendary. Legendary is not the place for that. Then there was this one. I really like this one. It's 5-piece Badger Tough and Imperial Dynasty. This person was like SHD 12,000. Like, and it was complete rainbow rolled as well. Like, I have no idea what's going on here. We didn't even make it past the first area trying in the Legendary. We did not make it past the bloody bridge in the green area. We didn't even get inside. I'm dumbfounded. Like, what is going on? Like I said, if these were new players, wouldn't bat an eyelid. Excuse me, mate, would you, like, could you change this? Could you change that? I mean, it would be better for you because you're able to do more damage or more survivability, or it's a little bit closer to what it is you're going for. it also means that you're not exactly holding the team back. I mean, I'd like to think I'm okay-ish at this game. I can hold my own, but I'm not carry 4 people in Legendary good. I'm not Rise of fucking Brutality. I'm not Luna. I'm not Stella. I'm not Astro. I can hold my own just about. But I can't do anything if someone like that is in my team. And I'm pretty damn certain 99% of you won't be able to either. Again though, could be farming expertise. It's fine, I support that. But why are you in Legendary? I respect everyone's rights and opinions to play the way in which they feel comfortable playing. That's fine, I get that. I have no arguments with that. However, there are certain ways in which people are able to play in a negative manner, which then is a detriment to the team. It now is affecting other people's play and other people's fun. I've never hated Division 2 more than today, simply due to just the amount of stupidity in people's builds that I have seen. My favourite one was actually this. Now, some of you are probably looking at this going, this actually looks like a pretty well-rounded, made-up build. There's a lot of issues with it though. One, you've got capacitor and test subject. You've got 2 ARs. Legendary enemies are known to be quite tanky. Why are you running 2 of the same weapon? Because when one runs out of ammo and then you swap to your second one, you have 1 magazine. That is not going to help you. 2, you have 1 blue core and yet you're going to run an armor regen piece. Sweetie, we could be sitting in cover for, I don't know, 20 years and you're still not going to get your max armor. Pack it in. Use an armor kit like the rest of us. 3 3-piece Brazos. This is lending nothing to your build. Yes, it increases your magazine size, which is going to increase your sustainable DPS. On Legendary, if you need to go into your sustained DPS, you're dead. Okay, the moment you need to reload, if you're not in cover or hiding with your tail between your leg, and you haven't at least got like 4 blue cores, you are dead. 2-piece Brazos for the skill tier with Memento and Technician running the other 3 with skill tier. Fine, I get that. You can effectively have 3 red, 6 yellow. That's fine. I get that. But that 3rd piece of Brazos is literally netting you somewhere between fuck and all. Like, it's not going to help you. Again, this person was a detriment to the team. They were running around like a lunatic, thinking that they can do whatever it is they want, not realising they're running freaking glass cannon, and they were down for pretty much the entirety of the bloody mission. Eventually I just left because I was like, if I get 1 more revive out of this guy, I'm going to need to buy a lottery ticket or something, because this is fucking stupid. There was another one I saw, but by this point I was just so over and done. It was 3-piece Araldi, 2-piece Walker Harris and Contractor's Gloves on an AR build. They were bragging. I questioned them on it, and they were bragging that they have like 30% damage to armor. They were using capacitor as well. They had no skills. Everything was crit chance, crit damage, glass cannon, vigilance. 3-piece Araldi, 2-piece Walker Harris, Contractors. They were bragging that they had 30% damage to armor. So I went away and actually made a spreadsheet for this. This is, to date, my most mathematically accurate spreadsheet I have ever done. Now, I get it. Content for the game is dry. People are looking for new weird and wacky ways in which to build, off meta, hybrid builds, etc, etc, etc. However, I am begging you, please if you're going to do legendary matchmaking, make just one meta build. Make a decent foundry build. Make a decent healer build. Make a striker's DPS build. That's it. Please. I can't handle some of the dumb that I see on such a regular basis with people's builds. Like, I look at some people's builds and I'm like, oh, you've got to be like SHD, like, I don't know, 100 to 600 and not have an internet connection to look at Google or YouTube, you know. And then I look at their SHD and they're like 5,000-6,000. Some of them are like 12,000, and I have no idea who's coming up with these builds. I imagine it's some YouTuber somewhere. I try really hard not to look at other Division 2 YouTube content just because it drives me insane. But there is a limit as to how much I can take with the outright stupidity. Like, I really, really want to know who is coming up with these dumb as fuck build ideas. Like, they're not doing anything. They're not benefiting anyone. If anything, they're making the other players who are taking this game, I don't want to say seriously, but, you know, trying to like actively farm and get through content. They're just making their lives hell. And then for me, the laugh of it is like the guy with 3-piece Rowdy, 2-piece Walker Harris and contractors. He was blaming me for him dying on repeat, and eventually I just gave up not reviving him and then just left the group. But he was blaming me. Like, mate, I've not died yet and I've killed basically everything by myself. Okay, we got 2 people running a skill build. You running that fucking 30% armor mess, and me just running a standard striker's DPS build. And I was getting the blame for him not being able to perform. Yes, that is as dumb and kinky as it sounds. It's just... I'm at a point now where, like, because like Division is like the reverse of every other game. Every other game has like the speedrunners, they're elitists, they're assholes, they're people you just don't want to be around. Like, oh my god, you're not running the absolute bloody meta. In Division, I used to be one of those filthy casuals that I hated the speedrunners. I hated the elitist attitude. And I always pinned the elitist attitude on the speedrunners. But now I'm in like a clan that's full of speedrunners. I am actively hanging around a lot of speedrunners. I talk to them on a daily basis. They ask for my help in varying different projects and things that they've got going on. I ask for their help with build testing and number crunching. And we genuinely have a really good time. People are popping in and out of like all the discords that I'm in. They ask for help. We immediately reply. If we've got someone online that's available, they immediately join their group and help them out. Like, honestly, the speedrunners are the nicest people I've come across. It's the casuals that are the elitist arseholes in this game. Because you try and help them, you try and talk to them, and they throw it in your face. And when they fuck up and can't do the content, they blame everyone but the dumb fuck that sold them that shit build. And I'm... yeah. Meta, most effective tactics available. Like it or hate it, they literally are the best builds in the game. It's kind of why they're labelled meta. Are they going to be best for every scenario? No. But will it help you out? There's a reason things like Fox's Prayer and Contractor's Gloves are meta. There's a reason that a lot of people run things like Vigilance. Like, there are varying different makeups that you are able to build within like a certain bracket that are off meta but still use meta components, which will allow you to have the most optimal build setups possible. I get that there's a lot more content in the game, different brand sets, different builds that we're able to make. And if you're playing solo and running around like a lunatic, go for it. I don't mind. But if you're, especially in Legendary, if you're going to join randoms in matchmaking Legendary, fucking put on a build that does something, please. Countdown's another one. I actually had someone comment on another video saying the amount of stupidity and dumb fuck builds, not in these words, but the amount of ridiculous builds they see in Heroic Countdown, and then they can't kill the hunters. It's a joke, and I get it. I see it. I mean, most of the time I play with friends, my clan mates, varying other friends in varying other clans, but I get it. I've never really done matchmaking before. This is like my first time doing matchmaking like all day. I started at 8 a.m. It is currently 1 minute to 9 in the evening. So I've been at this for like 13 hours, and I've only literally doing Legendary, Capital, and I got 3 clears. 1 with randoms, 2 with clan, and then 1 which you're now watching here. The level of stupidity that I have seen today is unreal. Can we please sort it out? Have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.